A roaring megapolis of many millions, in a rush, never idle. A cascading river of humanity. Forgotten in this haste is the memory of a land carved out of the pristine ecosystem of the Western Ghats and the coastal ecology. A city of today through which the ancient rivers like the Dahisar still flows out to meet the sea. Today, Dahisar and the four other rivers of Mumbai are all but forgotten. An afterthought, remembered only by the forest dwellers at the source and the Koli fishermen by the coast at the end of the river's journeys. Out of this chaotic madness of city life, the idea of Go Hallu Hallu took seed. An initiative that literally translates as Go Slowly Slowly, its founders Gopal S. and Aslam Sayyed introducing to Mumbaikars a slow walk, encouraging observation and interaction, reflection and reconnection with the city, its landscape and its people.
There are a lot of Instagram handles, they talk about Mumbai Uncensored. There are a lot of, and they show Mumbai in very glamorous way, high-rise building, a lot of things. Heritage walks, heritage of Mumbai, and we don't see other side of Mumbai. The other side of Mumbai is beautiful if we see this. Other side of Mumbai is grungy, other side is rusted, other side is very vibrant. You don't find vibrancy in elite places, in posh places. There is no vibrancy. Where? ये Dahisar नदी है देखो यहाँ से. ये कौन सी होगी ये? ये Boisar है, yes.
See, also we should remember that while this is the river, see the largest length of the river is usually near the sea, and that's the mangrove forest that you see at Versova, you see in Malwani, Marve. Actually, this river has a bigger tail than, I mean, head is also big, but the tail is the most fascinating one. You find lots of wildlife over there. Salsette.
Today's walk is called the Dahisar River Walk, which takes us inside Mumbai's unique urban jungle, the sprawling 189-acre Sanjay Gandhi National Park. The Walli community of Naupada has lived along these river banks and in this forest for as long as anyone can remember, their deep respect for nature still intact. Anandibai's house is an embodiment of this philosophy. A termite mound, decades old, is safely ensconced within the protective boundary of a brick wall.
आम्ही तिकडे वस्ती जायची पाण्याला तर काय भांडा नाही काय कुंडा नाही एवढे एवढे घागरी ते घेऊन जायचं पाण्याला.
A widow with no children and no means of income, it is the community around her, participants on the walk and Go Hallu Hallu that support her daily needs. Today, however, lives of those like Anandi Bai is under threat, with the government categorizing them as illegal settlers.
झोपडी मोडा गडे झोपडी मोडा मग
म्हणजे
मोडायची तोडायची
म्हणजे त्यांचा असा विचार आहे की आता
आदिवासी इकडे ठेवायचंच नाही.
Dinesh Barup is a Warli artist whose family has lived in Naupada for 7 generations. Today, it is through this tribal art form that he tells his stories.
हर एक की स्टोरी बनती है इसके ऊपर.
Stories wound around the wonders of nature and local Wali traditions. He shares 50% of Go Hallu Hallu's earnings through these walks.
बहुत अच्छा लगा. फॉरेस्ट डिपार्टमेंट की सोच है कि ये बाहर से आए हुए हैं तो इनको यहाँ से हटाएंगे, फिर यहाँ कुछ भी बना सकते हैं, होटल्स बनाएंगे, कुछ भी बनाएंगे. लेकिन ये नहीं सोचते कि ये ट्राइबल लोग कैसे रहते हैं. यहाँ पे कितने सारे लोग हैं, 50% लोग तो चूल्हा पे खाना बनाते हैं, 50% लोग बाहर काम करने जाते हैं. और कैसे अगर हमें बिल्डिंग में दिया तो कैसे रहेंगे, चूल्हा कैसे जलाएंगे, बकरियाँ कैसे, बिल्डिंग में बकरियाँ कैसे रखेंगे, मुर्गी कैसे रखेंगे. प्रॉब्लम ही प्रॉब्लम है. तो मतलब कैसे मालूम है, वारली लोग हैं उनको जंगल ही पसंद है.
A short walk from the village will bring you to the Dahisar river. Summer has just started, and despite a good monsoon, the river here is reduced to a trickle. Even then, Dinesh sets a simple trap to catch fish. Within moments, tiny cichlids fall prey. The river and its people around it share an innate interdependence. But it is not an easy relationship. The river's journey downstream seems torturous, and one can see the burden it bears in being the only source of fresh water for the community. For a typical city dweller, these scenes may seem unreal, even though these communities have been living a parallel existence literally in their backyard for decades. And that's the message Go Hallu Hallu has been trying to send out, that without communities like these, Mumbai as Mumbai will cease to exist.
This Hallu Hallu experience, I wanted to reach out to education sector, colleges, school and everybody, because what Aslam sir mentioned in the morning, it's somewhere hitting. Like he mentioned, he never knew this Pada. Like after 30 years, he came to know probably that he knows this Pada and all. It's really saddening. Like even I didn't know about something like this. And Sanjay Gandhi National Park has been here for years.
The biggest takeaway for me is the sheer interaction that I've had with the beautiful people here. We live in a cocoon. We stay away from the very people we share a city with. So I'm glad I interacted with the Warli people here.
इसको ना गरवेल बोलते हैं और ये डायबिटीज के लिए यूज़ करते हैं. अगर इसका इतना सा टुकड़ा हर दिन आप पीस के अगर उसका पानी पी लोगे गरम करके तो आपको कभी बुखार नहीं होगा, डायबिटीज मेंटेन रहेगा.
We don't try to preach about it in the sense about environment and people. Like when you come to this tribal Pada, for example, you realize that there is so much of interaction between environment, river, people, and how the community is wedded to the land and to the environment. And that in itself is a lesson. And it's probably through that experience that people like tasting the food here, or drinking the water, or taking a dip in the river. And similarly in other experiences. These are the kind of things that are told only through stories, and no amount of preaching will help.
Go Hallu Hallu charges participants 1,000 rupees for each of their walks. Experiences that strive to break down walls between different communities living within a city, while hoping to encourage a more inclusive and empathetic coexistence.